Age is just a number. I find this phrase interesting because it sounds like you're defending the relationship, but really you can use it in both ways. It can mean no matter what your life experience, if there's a connection and there's love, then age is just a number. That's what people tend to believe. Whereas you can also see it as it doesn't mean that you have experience. It doesn't mean that you've grown emotionally and you've matured. It's just a number, right? I think we just need to question this a little bit more because people tend to look at it in a kind of a sexual way of, ooh, why is he attracted to someone so much younger who could be his child or whatever? Yes, that is a point to note, but in terms of emotional capacity, that's where I'm going with this one because a lot of the time, people will question the older person and think, well, why are you attracted to this younger person? That's the obvious question, and the obvious answer tends to be because they're a lot more mature for their age. Now, someone can be a lot more mature for their age, but someone can also be completely immature for their age. You know, someone can be lacking massively in empathy and social skills that they've just gone through life not self-reflecting, not having the skill to learn how to communicate, to learn how to face relationship struggles. And a lot of the time, we just make the assumption, okay, if this person is older, if this person has been married before, has got kids, has got a great job, or has a business and whatnot, then they must be emotionally mature. It just comes with their age. Not always. People can go through life, getting those milestones, whatever it is that they want to achieve, and still be emotionally immature. And then on the flip side, someone can be only 18 and have already experienced a certain level of self-reflection because it depends also on our childhood, our upbringing, the things that we put through at different ages, the experiences that we've had, whether we've pushed ourselves out of that comfort zone, whether we've been in situations that were out of our control. There are so many things that can get us to where we are emotionally. We assume those things in an older person. We don't assume them in a younger person. So like for me, I've always been attracted to older men, assuming that they are emotionally more mature, that they're going to be able to have these deeper conversations. And I think a lot of the time, they just appear to be that way. And they have the patience to listen to the deeper conversations because they've had more time to practice. You know, so often it's not actually that they are deep people themselves, that they self-reflect, that they want the same things in life. Sometimes it's just they know how to play the game. You know, my kids are only small, but when they become adults and start dating and they wanted my advice, I wouldn't ask, hey, how old is he or she? I'd be like, what was their upbringing like? What experience do they have? What would their ex say he needs to work on? What would the person say about the mistakes that they've made or the way that they've grown and the way that they have explored their life? You know, what would they say? Because that's where you can try and figure someone out instead of just, have you got kids? Like, have you had a wife? Have you got a job? Are you stable enough? Does he seem like a nice person? No, because it's one thing for two people to have a connection, and then it's something else for them to have a deep connection and a deep level of trust and emotional stability, accountability. People mistake age, like they think we'll just grow with age. A lot of the time, people go through life on a surface level and they don't actually self-reflect. Like, what could I have done here? What have I done wrong? What do I need to do to improve myself? So many people just go through life not asking themselves them questions.